Welcome back to the Quirky Cast. I'm Indiana.
And I'm Teddie.
And it is very early for us today. We woke up at 9 a.m. to film this episode.
Yes, but I'm excited. I'm very sleepy, but I'm excited that we're up and starting our day.
Yeah, we both got some coffee in us. I mean, you got a smoothie. We're kind of getting our little rejuvenations ready and ready to start this fun episode today. So
I'm excited.
So before we start, I have some news that I found that I would like to share with you.
Okay.
I have 5 things that I wrote in my notes from this week, and I just want to get your opinions, reactions on these. First up on the list, Paris Hilton is having a daughter.
I saw that. That's
And
so cute.
Do you know what she's naming her?
Yes.
She's naming her London.
Yeah.
Like aka London Tipton from The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, which people are either saying that she's doing this like on purpose or obviously she loves the name. But I think that's so iconic of her to actually name her daughter London.
Yeah, no, definitely. And I feel like that's kind of like I really like that name, and I feel like for Paris Hilton, like I was going to call her a higher power for like how like big she is. I feel like London is very like a luxury name.
Yes. Especially, you have Paris, London. It's the same vibe.
Oh, I didn't even, I'm asleep. Also, really quick on that. I think I saw in our notes a few episodes ago, or maybe last episode, but I don't think we ever talked about it. The reservation for Zack and Cody. That's so funny.
You guys, that night, I was like, I'm gonna do the whole thing. I actually made myself some pasta because I wanted to have my own like spaghetti like they were trying to eat in the episode. And then after my dinner, I came back upstairs and I searched through the whole catalog of the whole season to find that specific episode. I was very like stubborn. I was like, I'm not gonna look up what episode number it is. I'm gonna find it. So I kept looking through all the titles. It ended up being on Sweet Life on Deck. It wasn't even like from the original series, but I finally found it. I watched the whole episode. I literally rewind that exact part like 5 times because I was like, this is insane that it's that many years later and that's today.
That is crazy because I feel like when you hear like something like that now, like, oh, in 2050, like that sounds like insane.
Yeah.
But realistically, like, it's gonna be in a blink of an eye and we're gonna be there.
Yeah. Did you see that both Dylan and Cole Sprouse posted on their stories referencing it? That's what I was like hoping for so bad. I was like, I hope they reference the meme. Like, I hope they do something. I would have loved to see them posting a video or like an Instagram pic of them at a restaurant like eating together.
But I did see that the girl that like took the reservation, she made a TikTok video or something saying like, oh, today's your day or something like that. Yeah, she's like,
your table's ready. I just loved how people can meme on that.
Yeah, that's so funny.
Fair warning, because I don't know if this is true or not. There's been some mixed reactions in the comments of the video that I saw. Do you know the pink and black house on PCH?
Oh yeah,
the pink and black house. That's like people will reference like 2 houses, my 2 moods. Somebody posts a TikTok of them driving by the other day and they saw that all the colors were gone. Wow. They were like RIP to the pink house, the pink Barbie house.
That's crazy.
And they said they were gone.
We took pictures there.
We did.
That's and like a historic moment.
It very much is. Like, it's a historic place on PCH. People drive by and it's like you see it all over Twitter, you see it all over Tumblr.
But I guess like to like the homeowner's point of view, like all these people coming and taking pictures, like it probably does suck. Like we were literally in their driveway.
Okay, next on the list, with all of the news that we see of our celebrity it couple, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, there has been a number of couples that have gone under the radar that I think we need to talk about.
Okay.
I just gotta bring them up. Okay, first off, which we've already talked about, we have Harry Styles and Taylor Russell, who we now know the name of. They've had so many outings. There's been so many pictures, paparazzi videos and whatnot. But it's like nobody's talking about them because Taylor and Travis Kelce are so in the scene right now.
Yeah.
We never see Harry Styles walking around with his love interest. So I just thought that was so cool how we can actually like see now him dancing with them, him holding her hands or like whatever. Next up we have Halsey and the guy who played Beck from Victorious.
I never watched Victorious.
Really?
Yeah.
He was like the most attractive character on the cast. He is literally beautiful.
Wow.
And people are saying they are the it couple. Like they are the hot couple right now.
I haven't even seen that.
Really? Okay. Well, I mean, I'll put pictures up on whatever, but they literally look so beautiful together. Okay, next up, you'll know who these people are. Pete Davidson and Madeline Klein, Sarah Cameron from Outer Banks.
Yeah, but is that confirmed? I remember hearing rumors like a month ago, maybe.
I saw pictures of them walking together. They weren't like holding hands, but they were together.
I didn't see that.
Next up we have Gigi Hadid and Bradley Cooper.
Okay, I saw that. I'm with it.
Yeah, no, all of these I'm with. Yeah. I'm just like, I literally was shocked and I was like, wow. Like literally Rocket from the Guardians.
Because I was more thinking like The Hangover, but But okay. No like age shame in here, but isn't he kind of old?
Yeah.
Because I think that she's like our age.
Yeah,
Or
I think
maybe
so.
a little bit older. I don't know, like 6 to 28. That's what I would say how old she is.
If
But I would say he's like 40.
If she's our age, I met her when I was like younger. Like I was like,
Oh,
I have a
really?
picture of me like actually it was at the Cody Simpson concert when she was dating Cody at the time. I have a picture with her, and if you see the picture, I look like I'm 10 years old while she looks like she's 20 something.
Then maybe she's like a little bit older than
Maybe
us.
she is. I really
Yeah.
don't know. And lastly, which is very exciting, we have Robert Pattinson and Suki Waterhouse, who now are having a baby.
I could cry. I'm
Yeah.
gonna my eyes are watering. I'm like, I've been really thinking about Edward recently.
Yeah.
Because okay, so there's like all the Black Friday the way that I'm like crying right now, there's like all the Black Friday deals, and I've been looking up Twilight shirts. I don't know why my eyes are watering so much. Listen, we just woke up. But no, I love that, and I'm so excited.
Yeah, and we like broke the news like last episodes or whatever, but there was rumors about it,
Yeah.
but then now they've officially announced it.
Yeah.
Or there's like been official articles
Because
of
honestly, I don't think that they've officially announced it, but she came out at her concert, like where you could like really see it, and she said something about like, I'm showing you what you've all been asking for, or something like that.
Also, there's been memes being like, keep your baby away from Jacob.
I want him to respond because I feel
Yeah.
like he's very active on TikTok
Uh-huh.
and social media. So I feel like he should respond to that. I don't know. I don't know if they're on speaking terms, but that would be funny.
My next form of news happened yesterday that we're filming this. A man at Disneyland walked off on the It's the Small World ride, took off all of his clothes, and was literally wandering around the ride, fully like
insane.
naked, streaking. And I think the most insane part of the whole thing, like regardless of him obviously getting undressed at Disneyland, you are obviously going to get banned. You're obviously going to get in trouble. The most insane thing, he got taken away from the security guard, walked through the whole entire park,
Naked?
still naked. They didn't put any clothes on him. They didn't cover him up. They're just dragging his whole body. They're carrying his body, but they didn't put any clothes on him.
That's insane.
And I'm like, that's absolutely insane. Like, why wouldn't
Wow.
they do that?
Yeah. That's crazy. I saw a bunch of videos on TikTok of like, people are like, oh, look, I recorded the guy before he started streaking.
Yes.
And he's just walking through it.
Uh-huh.
That's insane. I feel like the stuff that's happening at Disneyland recently, like, I don't know. I've been seeing a lot of videos of like families like fist fighting at Disney and like,
Oh my gosh. And a light post fell on this lady's
Yes.
head.
that's
Yeah.
insane.
And my last form of news, which is very niche. If you know, you know. If you've seen this video before, the old video, we were in like probably middle school or whatever, maybe high school, I don't remember. The duck walks up to the lemonade stand.
Yes.
After 14 years, they finally released a second video.
Really?
And-
I've been hearing everyone talking about it, but I didn't know that there was another video.
Yeah, so I saw it on my page. Somebody was like 14 years later, like my heart's been restored. I watched the video right away. I'm like, I gotta watch it so bad.
Yeah.
They made another version, but it's like a Santa version. The duck walks up to Santa Claus
Oh, that's
asking
so
for the
cute.
grapes. It was just like a childhood memory.
Yeah.
And when I saw that, I was like, this is the most amazing thing. And all of the comments were like, I can't believe we're all here 14 years later, whatever. But so that video was so popular. I went back to look at the original.
Yeah.
609 million views
Wow.
on the video.
Probably like 9 million of those were me. I watched that so much.
And the recent video that just came out, day one, it had 1 million already.
That's insane. Okay, so I have a couple of news stories.
Okay.
One that I thought that you were gonna say, but I guess you missed it.
Interesting. Okay.
But Dave Portnoy and Silvana broke up.
Oh, I
She-
saw that.
Yeah, she posted a video like crying, and she was like, when your boyfriend breaks up with you or something like that. There was a lot of rumors that Dave cheated on her with Raquel from Vanderpump Rules, but then he came out and said, he literally made a quote like, I never met that trash bag. I don't know.
Yeah. He was like, don't ever put me in the
Yeah.
same name as her or whatever.
It is crazy because I feel like they post a lot, and that's like another thing where like it's not all what you see
Yeah.
on social media because they always look very happy. And I was like, oh, maybe they'll be endgame. I know she's a little bit younger than he is, but
Yeah.
I just wish I could be a fly on the wall in everyone's life because I just want to know all the drama.
Yeah.
Another thing is for the Swifties out there, last night, which was 11:26, we thought that Reputation was going to come out. Another one of those things where we all think it's going to come out, and unfortunately it didn't. Or we thought that she was going to announce it. But today I woke up and she announced that her movie is going to be coming home.
Yes.
And you can watch it at home starting the 13th, her birthday. And I am so excited. I don't know how I'm going to get my family and Jamie in the same room to watch a 3.5 hour long movie. They better get ready, because I am so ready to sit them down and be like, we are sitting here. You guys are going to watch this entire thing. I'm going to explain every single song to you. I'm going to explain why she did this, all the Easter eggs. Yeah. They're going to be so annoyed with me, but I'm so ready. I'm so excited.
Yeah, I'm excited to see it too for the first time.
And my last news, which I don't really want to jinx it, but I haven't really told you.
Okay.
Because I don't know, I don't want to jinx it, and I wanted to save it for the podcast, but today might be the day. So it might be like a week until we could talk about it again.
Okay.
I might be adding to my family 2 little kittens.
Aww.
And I might be getting them today after work. I'm so excited.
Okay.
It's a little boy and a little girl. So
Yeah.
if I do get them, which I hope I'm not jinxing it, but I already got all the stuff, the litter box, everything.
I saw a video of you at the kennel. Is that what you call it?
It was at an animal hospital.
Okay.
It's where my friend Lindsay works.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And my mom's every day is like, when are you bringing them home?
So your mom's excited for them. That's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Every day. She's like, have you seen them?
Yeah.
When are they coming home?
Aw.
So yeah, I'm excited.
And these will be like your official cats.
Yeah.
Because I know like your family has them, your sister has them, but these ones would be like yours.
Yeah. And they're only 5 weeks old. So they'll be staying in my room for a while until they get a little bit bigger, because they will get lost in my house.
Yeah. Okay, so since that was all of our news that we had to share, we are now going to hop in to our polls section of this episode.
I'm excited. I feel like, not that they're controversial, but kinda.
Yeah, it's like fun. I'm excited to see what people said. I'm
Yeah.
excited to like read off our own opinions and stuff. So what we did was we posted some polls over on our Instagram story, pretty much asking all sorts of random questions, some very like easy, simple questions, some kind of more questions we have to like think about and talk about. And we had all of you guys answering the polls. So now I think we should just hop into it and get started. First one was honestly pretty easy. It's either people like it or you don't. I was just very curious to see it. So we have coffee drink flavors. Do you prefer peppermint mocha or pumpkin spice? Especially right now with the holiday seasons, we have both kind of in the middle at the moment. I would say I'm more of a pumpkin spice girly.
Well, as you know, I don't like either, but I am a big mocha person. So I voted for the peppermint mocha. I like peppermint. I like mocha, not together. I don't like pumpkin. I hate pumpkin. So I voted for peppermint mocha.
Okay. You're like, can I get a peppermint mocha? Please hold the peppermint.
Yes. Literally. I asked Jamie, I was like, can you go vote? And he like clicked on it and he looked at it and he was staring at it for like 10 seconds. He was like, because he loves both of them.
Oh.
I was like, pick one.
Pick one. That's cool.
I don't remember which one he picked, but yeah.
That's cool at least that he was actually taking it seriously. He was actually voting. So based off of your responses, we have peppermint mocha is the winner at 52%. Pumpkin spice is close at a 48% right after. So it is kind of like half and half realistically.
I feel like it's a hard choice. If people like holiday drinks, those are both like the most popular ones.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next one is seasons, because I feel like that one is very like people are either or, like they either hate the winter or they love it, or the summer, vice versa. So we did summer and spring versus fall and winter.
I have always said my entire life I am a summer girl.
Yeah.
I love whenever it's summertime, that is my time to shine. I love being able, obviously we travel in the summertime, but lately as getting older, fall is just hitting different.
Yeah.
Like
it
I
really
love
is.
fall season. I love fall clothing. I love fall flavors.
Yeah.
And I don't know, but I did still vote spring, summer, just because every time it hits around that time, that is I specifically know that's my favorite time of my Instagram feed.
Yeah.
I just love looking back at all of that.
Honestly, I don't even remember what I voted. I will say I've always loved summer but I think also when we're younger, it's like summer break. So we always look forward to summer. Even though there's a winter break, that's only like a couple weeks, I think.
Yeah.
I do think winter. Shoot, I'm like really confused about what I voted. Now that you said that, like getting older, it's like, I feel like also it's just been so hot recently. So we're just waiting for the cold and the rain to come. But yeah, I love the holiday season.
Yeah. And also with that being said, like we do live in Southern California. Weather typically is always warm for us. So it's like we've never experienced a true winter.
Yeah.
So it's like I can see people who live in like the middle states or states that it snows and it's like winter, Christmas, it's like snowing. Like they
that would
love
be so
it.
Cool.
Like we don't experience that. So that's why I feel like summer, spring, it's like kind of all year round for us.
That is true. So you guys decided that fall and winter won as well with 57%. 30%, and summer spring got 43%.
Next up on our list, we have fashion style. We have cozy, chic, minimal, or colorful, fun, extra. I was very curious to see what people said. I already knew what the answer was going to be, but I was curious to see what you thought.
I want to be fashionable. When I look in my closet, all I have is just cozy, chic. But I do love the colorful clothes and everything, but I think I'm definitely cozy, chic, minimal.
In my younger years, I had everything was like black and white and like blue jeans or something. And I feel like even nowadays, I try so hard to get so away from that because I love like being colorful. I love wearing like the more extra out there things that other people like won't. And even like now, like I'll go in my closet and I'm like, hey, what am I gonna wear to dinner tonight? And I like pull out a black shirt and I'm like, oh, like come on, like pick something different. But yeah, even like still now I'm trying to get out of this habit of wearing neutrals just because I think it's more fun to wear more colorful things.
Yeah, I get that. I just want to wear leggings every day of my life. But like this is still like cozy. Yeah. But I'm like, okay, I got something blue. Because recently, I can't remember what it was. Oh, I went to Vegas. And I was looking in my closet and all I had was black clothes. And I was like literally my entire suitcase was black. I was like, that's crazy. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe one day I will be colorful like you.
Yeah, I mean, we're both wearing some colorful, cozy sweaters right now.
We got it today.
Like, you can find cozy in any color.
That is true.
Let's just read off what you guys answered. We have cozy, chic, minimal is at a 67%, which obviously we kind of figured that was going to win. Everybody's comfortable wearing their neutrals, wearing their cozy, comfy clothes. But I will say shout out to my 33% that want to do the colorful, fun, and extra styles.
Okay, so next up we have movie franchise. We either have Star Wars or Avengers.
Yes, and we put this because this is like a huge debate and I'm very curious to see what people said. I personally love both so much. And it was hard for me to even think about which one I really enjoyed. I will say that it's a little bit more unfair because Avengers has a huge cast. There are so many people and so many superheroes that you could be a fan of just one of them and you obviously love that whole franchise.
Yeah.
While it's like Star Wars has like they're like kind of minimal that cast. There is a huge cast, but it's like you have the kind of the same characters that come in or like new ones that come in that are still a part of it. And I think I will say that Star Wars is my absolute favorite.
Really?
Yes, because I also like my boyfriend's really into it. He got me really into it. I love being able to watch movies and he can tell me like absolutely anything about every scene.
That's
and I just love knowing the knowledge behind everything.
Yeah.
And we both together watched the whole like Marvel franchise for our first times. So we kind of are like now getting into like the Marvel scene, which I love Marvel too. I feel like Star Wars is a little bit more nostalgic for me.
Yeah, my sister was trying to get me into Star Wars and I just like, I couldn't really get into it, but maybe it was because it was like, she was trying to like force it upon me.
Yeah.
And she also tried to do that with Marvel and the Avengers and everything. But then I started dating my boyfriend and he wanted me to watch the Avengers. So
yeah.
So then I watched it and I like it. I don't know. I've never really been into Star Wars, but I love the Marvel movies.
And I will also just add that I love a whole universe that's made up and thought out.
Yeah.
Star Wars is like, they have names for every planet, even the foods or drinks that they have. Like, it's just crazy being able to like make up a whole new language, a whole new world.
Don't the Avengers kind of do that too?
I will say like everything's kind of based out in like the United States or like New
I guess
York.
So.
But with
like Guardians,
yes, Guardians has the same vibe as Star Wars, and I think that's why Guardians is my favorite movies.
Yeah.
I did want to ask you that real fast. Do you have a favorite? Yeah, either movies or superhero out of all of Marvel?
That's really tricky. Off the top of my head, the first Marvel movie I saw, I don't know if it was before Marvel or if I just didn't know what Marvel was, but it was Iron Man. And I do really enjoy the Iron Man movies. But I will say this last Guardians movie, I just love Rocket. I have a newfound love for I've always loved Rocket, but like my eyes are watering again.
Me too.
It's just insane. But like I don't know, I really enjoy all the Guardians of the Galaxy, like all those movies, because I feel like they're very, I don't know, all the movies are good, but I really got into those recently.
They're fun, adventurous. They have the little sci-fi action, and then they also have comedy.
Yeah,
which a lot of the Marvel movies have comedy, but theirs are like the most over-the-top comedy, and I love it so much.
Yeah. What about you?
I think Guardians would be my favorite movie series out of all of them. I feel like superhero character, I love Spider-Man.
Oh, I forgot about Spider-Man.
I love
Yeah.
Tom Holland as Spider-Man. I think he is the perfect Spider-Man. I will say that his Spider-Man was the first one I saw. So that's why people would be like, Tobey Maguire is like the Spider-Man because like they grew up with that one.
Yeah, that's what I grew
But like
up with.
Tom Holland was my first Spider-Man movie, so I just see him as Spider-Man.
I see that.
But I will say, I think out of all three of the Spider-Mans that we have, I mean, I guess four, because you do have Miles Morales too, which I do love those ones.
Yeah.
But I will say that Andrew Garfield is my absolute favorite Spider-Man, though.
Really?
Like those movies with Gwen Stacy, I love.
So I never knew that he existed. I grew up with Tobey Maguire. Never really knew what Marvel was. Spoiler alert, this came out like years ago. But the movie where they all point at each other, that was before I started watching Marvel movies.
Oh
so
my
I watched
gosh.
that movie and everyone's screaming in the theaters and I'm like, what's happening?
Oh,
I didn't know who Andrew Garfield was.
oh my gosh. When he comes out of the vortex or
like it was still kind of cool. But now that I watched that movie, it's so cool because like now that I am caught up with everything, I do really enjoy that. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think that might be one of my favorite movies because that was just so much happened all in one movie and it just like all came together. So you all chose that the Avengers got 59% and Star Wars got 41%.
Like, I think that was honestly to be expected because Avengers Marvel is huge. I also wanted to add one more thing into this little debate. Also, when I think about the two different universes, I think about Disneyland.
Okay.
And I think about whether Star Wars Land or Avengers Campus is better. When I go walk around Avengers Campus, I'm like, the only thing I really think's like amazing, like cool, is when Spider-Man does his little show.
Yeah.
Other than like the Guardians also building is really cool.
Yeah.
But then when you walk into Star Wars Land, the whole thing, you're immersed into the whole world. And I think that is like amazing.
Yeah, that's true. When you started saying that, I was thinking that Star Wars was kind of more plain. But yeah, I guess you're right because you walk underneath like the little tunnel thing and then the music changes and
all the drinks are now
That's
in their
true.
language.
Yeah.
And
you're right, huh?
it's like you're in that whole universe, which I think is amazing. And that's because they have a universe. While as like when you're walking in Avengers Campus,
It just looks
you're
normal.
walking in New York. Like it is kind of normal.
You're
vibes.
right. Wow. Next time I go to Disney, I'm gonna be like, wow, my newfound love for Star Wars.
Next up, we have snack time. We either put if you like sweets or savory items. What are you?
I love both.
Yeah.
But I feel like sweets get way too sweet for me. Like if I have a cupcake, I could have like a few bites and then I'll be like, oh, okay, I'm done. But I feel like savory, like, I don't know, I just keep on thinking about pretzels and I just love pretzels. So I think definitely savory.
I would say I'm sweets. I think about it as in like late nights when I'm craving something, I always need to go to bed like with a sweet treat. Like I need to have something sweet before going to sleep, especially after dinner.
Yeah.
And I also think about like in our younger years when we would go to like parties or whatever, it's so late, everyone wants to go to McDonald's, like have a McDonald's run. You either have the people who want French fries or you have the people who want a McFlurry.
Yeah.
And I have always been the McFlurry person.
Huh.
I've always been like, I just need that like ice cream, a sweet treat, whatever.
Yeah. I was thinking like breakfast also.
Ooh.
Like some people like French toast or like the sweet stuff. I never go towards that.
Interesting.
If I get pancakes, I like a little bit of syrup, but mostly just like butter in the pancake. But like I rather get eggs and bacon, but I don't even like breakfast food. On that really quick, I was talking to one of my friends and she was talking to me about the orange flavors.
Oh yeah.
And we were just like talking about it. I was like, right? And she said that she likes the orange flavors. And then she was like, oh, what other hot takes did you do? We did like sweet and salty food, how I don't like that. And she was like, yeah, like pineapple on pizza. I hate that. I was like, that's so funny. I was like, we literally talked about that. I was like, yeah, because I don't like sweet and salty, but I love pineapple on pizza. It's just crazy. I don't know. I just had to bring that up.
Going to your answers, we have it 55% say they like sweet over savory with a 45%.
Wow. Okay.
So it is pretty close. I feel like that also divides like the population. Like you have half people liking sweet, half people liking salty.
So next we wanted to do, where do you like to vacation at? We put a mountains vacation or a tropical vacation.
Yeah. In my mind, I cannot even have the idea of why people would want to go to the mountains for vacation. I'm full tropical. Whenever I think of vacation, I'm like Italy, I'm like Hawaii, Greece.
Like let me lay on a beach.
Yeah.
I also think when I think about vacation, I think of like summer. Like I never go on vacation in winter because around Christmas, it's just so busy and like there's never time to go on vacation. But if we're going to the mountains, it's going to be in winter, you know?
Yeah.
But I always want to go to the beach.
Yeah.
I just love the beach. So I will always choose
Tropical.
a tropical. Yeah. So your answers were 62% tropical vacay and 38% mountains.
Okay, that's pretty like.
So yeah,
that's what I thought. Also, like with mountains, it doesn't even have to be the snow. Like some people like hiking, some people like camping.
that is true.
Or like just living in a general cabin for a little bit. But that's just not me.
Yeah, and I feel like if you go to the mountains, like there's only so much you can do. Like you could either like ski or snowboard, but then like what else? You're just going to like stay in the cabin. But then I feel like going to Hawaii, there's so much to do. Well, I mean, you're just going to go to the beach.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I'd rather go to the beach than like freeze in the snow.
Yeah, I agree with that. Next up, we have, what app do you like best? Instagram or TikTok?
That's really tricky because I love both. I feel like Instagram has Instagram and TikTok. You know, like Instagram has Reels. And I find myself scrolling through Instagram Reels. I guess they both have a certain algorithm. On Instagram, I only see the same things, which is usually food videos or photography videos. But on TikTok, I see like everything.
Yes.
So I don't know, but I switch back and forth. It's really hard.
When I think of the apps, I think of Instagram is your very much catered aesthetic.
Yeah.
Wanting your feed to look nice and pretty much, I guess, like being the fake version. Like we can just put it like that. TikTok, you're gonna post whatever you want. You can just do a silly little video, not even caring, because it's just gonna be on the feed for like a few seconds or whatever, going to For You pages. It's not gonna really stay on your like page unless people find it. And you can post whatever you want and be aka like the real you could say. So I go back and forth because I love TikTok. Because that's the thing. I'll like make a video and I'm like, oh, I can't post this on my Instagram, but like I'm gonna put it on TikTok. Like, why not?
Yeah.
Because it's like, I don't care.
I guess I was kind of looking at it at a different perspective. Like you're looking at it as posting and I'm looking at it as like scrolling. Yeah. Huh. That is true though. Because like all my Taylor Swift videos, like when I was getting ready for the concert, there's no way I'm posting those on Instagram.
Yeah. I go back and forth with which one I like more. I think I've always been like TikTok I love more because you can grow easier on TikTok. It's so easy for you to make any video. You can just take a video of you talking in the car. You're not going to post it on Instagram. But then Instagram is a whole different art form of wanting to take these aesthetic like photos that we both enjoy doing. Or like doing photo shoots or something. So it is taking that extra mile of making this look nice. And I feel so like satisfied when I get to post that for others to see. But then it hits you with like the unsatisfaction if it doesn't do well. It may not do well because you have your certain number of followers. You can't really reach that out to a larger audience. But like TikTok, whatever you do, no matter if you spend so much time and effort into this video or no effort at all, you always have the possibility of making it on the For You page and going viral.
That is true. Never thought of it that way.
Based off of your answers, we have Instagram won with a 62%.
Wow.
And TikTok's at 38%.
Wow.
That's actually really shocking.
Yeah.
But what I do think about is like, I feel like people our age don't even have TikTok. I feel like some people never transferred over there. Because I have some friends that are like, oh, like I don't have a TikTok. And I'm like, that's so crazy.
That is.
How people don't even download it on their phone. Like they just don't want another form of social media.
Yeah. I was like really against it at first, but I think it's because like it changed from Musically and I was like, what is this? But then I really do like it. So I don't know. And
I also feel like that's just how I get all my forms of information.
Me too.
Of news.
Yeah.
Because you can also see like behind the scenes of people's perspectives, people that you never even knew like anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
And you just learn everything about them.
So next we wanted to get your opinions on interior decor. So we either have maximalism or we have minimalism.
I think if you've already listened to us, you'll know that I do love maximalism.
Yes.
I think my dream is to have an all green kitchen or like all pink, like painted cabinets and just having it look very just maximalism vibes. And I don't know, I just love taking decor to the next level.
Yeah, I get that. I definitely enjoy all the colors, but I don't know. I think maybe it's because my mom is a hoarder. that I just like whenever I see pictures of houses that are just like white sofa, white carpet, like just like very clean, like it makes me like very happy inside.
Yeah. I mean, I get that like from your perspective.
Yeah. And I do go back and forth because I have been looking at furniture because I might be moving out soon. But I see like a green couch. I'm like, oh, that's so pretty. But then I'm like, I rather have a white couch. But then I'm like, well, then the white's going to get stained. But I don't know. Like I go very back and forth, but I think I'm more minimalism.
Yeah.
You all chose maximalism was at 40% and minimalism was at 60.
Wow. Yeah. And with that, I feel like minimalism is more trendy.
Yeah.
Like there is those few people that love colors, love maximalism. That's why I'm the quirky one, just like that. Next up, we have for the coffee drinkers. I'm going to be judging you off of your opinions. We have if you either like drinking disgusting hot coffee or if you like drinking ice cold, delicious iced coffee. What do you have to say about this?
Well, I love my iced coffee, but I love my hot cafe mocha.
Oh, okay.
But definitely like coffee and like matcha, always iced.
Off of that, what I just said, you can tell that I love iced coffee. I just have this thing. I have this like feud with hot coffee. Anytime I get hot coffee, it's just not good.
Really?
I can't like it. It's like the only time I'll have a hot coffee I'm thinking is like Disneyland when it's really cold.
Yeah.
I'll get a hot peppermint mocha and like that is delicious. Like that is good.
Have you ever had an iced one?
I don't think I have.
Because a mocha is pretty much like a hot chocolate but with coffee in it. So I'm like, why would you like it's just chocolate milk?
Interesting. You know? I came on pretty hard. Okay. Maybe now that I'm thinking of hot peppermint mochas, like that does sound pretty good.
Yeah. But only peppermint mochas.
Yeah. With your answers, we have 24% said hot coffee, which is it's a small percentage, but it's still a lot more than I thought. And then 76 said iced.
Yeah.
So I think iced is superior. Also, again, with us living in like a warmer place, you don't want to be drinking some hot coffee when it's like 80 degrees outside.
Yeah. So next up, we have which theme park is better, either Disneyland or California Adventure.
This one I was so torn on which one I wanted to pick.
Mm-hmm. It's just because each one offers something different. I chose Disneyland because the castle's there. And it's prettier. But it is really hard because Disneyland has the Cocoa Puff cold brew.
I was thinking about the food too.
Okay, I think Disneyland has better food, but California Adventure has the birria tacos and Guardians of the Galaxy. They each offer something different.
Yeah, I was thinking of the food too. I was like Disneyland has like the better coffees. Like the Cocoa Puff cold brew is delicious. I love the blue milk. They have now this like cheesy pretzel situation.
I need to try that.
Thinking about California Adventures, they have like the Mexican restaurant that has the tacos. They have potato tacos for me.
Yeah,
I can't think of anything else besides Guardians.
So what do you choose?
I will say that whenever I'm picking to go to Disneyland, like to go to the theme parks for the day, I will pick Disneyland first. Yeah. Because I feel like that's a good place to start, to go, to wander around. And that's what I'm deciding is Disneyland. Regardless of going on rides, I think it's more enjoyable to go to that side of the park and walk around and linger around and just sightsee.
That's a good observation.
But if we're thinking of rides, I do think California has the better rides. Guardians, we have the Incredicoaster. We have the swings.
The swings. I think Guardians is the best ride. Well, actually, but the Star Wars ride.
Oh, Rise of Resistance is also so good. But it's like, are we going to wait 2 hours to go on it?
Yeah. I will wait up to 75 minutes. If it's 75 minutes, I'm like, we're waiting. So you all chose that Disneyland was at 81% and California Adventure was at 19%.
Crazy.
I thought it would have been more like half and half, but yeah, wow.
Next up we have, would you rather stay in or go out for a night?
It's kind of tricky because I want to be someone so bad who wants to go out. I just love never leaving my bed.
When I think about this, I think about exactly what you said. Like, I want to be somebody who wants to go out so bad. I want to be somebody who, like, with people our age who are going to the bars, who are like, whatever, going out to dinners, having drinks. Anytime I'm put in that situation, anytime I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna go out with my friends, I'm there and I'm like, why am I here?
Yeah, definitely. And I feel like when you're single, it's one thing, but I think when you're in a relationship, like when you're single, you go out to have fun, but also like you're kind of like, I want to get someone, you know?
Yeah, like searching for people. Yeah.
But like if you're in a relationship and you go out to like a club or a bar, like I feel like, not that it's like weird, but like you're just kind of standing there. Like you can still have fun, but I also feel like I'm not the type of person to like I'm very introverted. I'm not the type of person that's going to go out there, go to the dance floor and like have fun by myself. I don't know.
I just love being comfortable in our own like space. That's the thing too. If I want to like party, quote unquote, or whatever, I would rather people come to my house than like me go out.
Yeah.
So I feel like just being comfortable in your own home is just like, it's just it.
Yeah.
But let's see what y'all said. We have 70% said stay in, which is actually really shocking.
Yeah.
Because it's like, you see everybody going out.
Yeah.
So who's voting to stay in? But maybe that's just also the form of social media. You're seeing things that you're not doing and you're like staying in, being like, oh, like all my friends are out. Yeah. Whatever. And 30% said go out. So go you guys who want to have fun. We support you.
I wish I was you. So next we have, which purse are you picking? We either have a crossbody bag or a shoulder bag.
I put this question specifically because I saw something saying that whatever bag you pick tells what generation you grew up.
Really?
So people who chose the shoulder bag are the Gen Zs of our generation. Huh. Because all of the new fashion and all the styles, you have everybody picking shoulder bags and all that sort of stuff. And then you have the crossbody bags are people who are the millennial generations. And so like people are saying like when you go out, whenever you see somebody wearing whatever bag, you can already tell what generation they're in.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
So I already know what you are, but what are you?
I'm curious to what you think you know. I would say I'm a shoulder bag girly.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Uh-huh. I think that you're a shoulder bag. But I think you are a shoulder bag.
I am a shoulder bag.
I love the look of shoulder bags, and I've tried, but they just fall off of my shoulder. But also crossbody bags. I'm a crossbody bag girl. They're just so comfortable. You know, like you just forget about them. You don't have to worry about like it falling off your shoulder. It's just around your body. And like when I don't have my bag on, I feel like I'm like, oh, I'm naked.
Yeah. I also feel like each bag comes with a time and a place.
Yeah.
If I'm going to a concert, if I'm going to Disneyland, if I'm traveling specifically,
that's true.
I'm going to wear my crossbody bag.
Yeah.
Because I want to be hands-free. I want to make sure nobody can rip this bag off my shoulder and run away with it.
Very true.
But then if I'm going to just go out for like a cute dinner or just like just having a fun day, I'm going to have a shoulder bag because I feel like it looks more stylish.
That's true.
I just love it.
Well, 68% of you chose crossbody bag.
Ooh.
And 32% chose shoulder bag.
That is shocking.
Yeah.
Interesting. But everyone's just comfortable with their crossbody.
Yeah.
Next up we have, if you're going on a plane to fly somewhere, are you the person sitting by the window or are you sitting by the aisle?
I had a hard time with this also. I had a hard time with all of these. I'm so indecisive. I love to be able to see out of the window, but I hate inconveniencing people. And I can hold my pee. But I also just like, I don't want to be that person that's like, sorry, can I scoot by you? Like I will pee myself before I do that.
Wow.
So I usually choose an aisle seat. And then I hope that there's two people sitting next to me that I know so I could reach my hand over and record us taking off.
Yeah. I guess I don't care about inconveniencing people. I selfishly love the window seat. I love, for one, being able to see outside the window. You can look whenever you want. You can put that window up or down whenever you like because you're the one in charge of it. But what I really love is, especially on longer flights, is that you have your own like pillow or you have your own place to lean up against.
That's true.
And it's so like, obviously for being uncomfy, it's so comfy for when you're on like a 10-hour flight and it's like I can lay against this and go to sleep. But I am also the person that has to pee at least like 5 times a flight.
Yeah.
Before I would get very iffy, keep asking the people to get up to go to the bathroom, whatever. But since it's happened so much now when I sit down, and especially if I am like in the window seat or in the middle seat, whenever I sit down, right when we get there, we put our luggage in, whoever's sitting next to me, I will look at them and I will say, just so you know, I have to use the restroom a lot, so I will be asking you to get up like several times this flight.
That's funny.
Because I just have to go, and I feel like that gives away like my anxiety being like, I've already told them, so they're going to be expecting it. Based off of your answers, we have 70% said they also like the window seat.
Oh, yeah.
And then 30% like the aisle.
I feel like the window's just more popular. I guess the aisle, you can also stick your leg out.
Yeah. No, you do have more feet
until
room.
the cart comes by.
I will say real fast that I went on a flight with like my brother, and he sat on the aisle. having more room, but he looked at me like midway through the flight and he was like, can we please switch? Because the cart kept ramming his shoulder. So he kept getting like hit by the shoulder because like he just sticks out a little bit more. And he was like getting very upset with like the what is it called?
The flight attendants?
The flight attendants just kept running, like running the carts. I mean, I guess it's like, cause if your foot's sticking out or whatever, they tell you not to.
Yeah.
But sometimes you just can't help it.
Yeah. So next we have, would you rather have free food for life or free flights for life?
This one was so hard. I have 2 scenarios, right? Food, you need every single day.
3 times a day.
3 times a day.
Yeah.
You can either cheap it out going for some fast foods. You can make it so expensive going out for some nice dinners. And you're spending 3 meals a day every single day for the rest of your life. Flights are so expensive.
Yeah.
And I think flights are specifically like what holds you away from traveling is the prices of it.
Yeah.
If you're already in like Japan or something, you're already going to be spending money on food that you're going to be spending money here. Like you're going to be buying the same food every day, your meals. But the flight to go there is so expensive.
Yeah.
So it's like being able to have flights for free for the rest of your life, I feel like would be absolutely amazing, and you're able to travel and go other places whenever you want.
Now that I'm like really thinking about it, it's like food is expensive. Having that much food for your entire life, like you do have to pay for it. We are paying for it and we know how expensive it is. But I don't know, because if you're somewhere for a week and the flight's $600, you're probably going to be spending more than $600 in food.
That's true.
But I did choose flights.
Yeah.
Because I don't travel that much because it is so expensive. So if all I had to pay for was food, then yeah.
I don't know. I just love these fun questions. Being able to like really think about it.
So 55% of you chose free food for life and 45% chose free flights for life.
That's only a 5% difference.
Yeah.
Like that's pretty split.
10%.
Oh, math. And for our last question, I also feel like this is a fun one to talk about. Let's say you wake up the next morning to a brand new closet.
Yep.
Would you rather it be filled up with unlimited amounts of clothing or unlimited amounts of accessories?
Definitely clothing.
Okay.
I don't care about accessories. Because like I feel like you just need like your 5 staple accessories. Like I have like my 5 favorite bags or however many. I have like 2 pairs of earrings and that's all I own. But like you need at least 2 outfits a day.
Yeah.
But like you need a lot of clothes. I rather wake up with a closet full of clothes.
I want to give like the benefit of the doubt for both sides. I do agree 100% with like clothing. You can wake up with all different types of clothing and different styles and have different looks for every single day with clothing.
Yeah.
But what I will say is I don't think you can do a look or create an outfit without accessories. I believe that accessories helps make the outfit the look and the style. You can wear a basic white top, some blue jeans, and it could just look like normal. But then when you're adding all types of jewelry, a bag, glasses, a hat, a headband, it makes the look all come together. So it was hard for me to decide. I feel like accessories are just a staple for all your looks, and I think that would be really cool. But I think I would have to say like clothing. But I just wanted to give a little benefit of both sides.
No, but that is because like I don't think of accessories, so that is something to think about. Wow.
Whoa, we have a 95% said unlimited clothes.
Wow,
that's crazy. Only 5% said accessories. So everybody is on board with the clothing.
Yeah,
I guess all of y'all need to learn how to style more.
We just need clothes, no accessories. Well, that is pretty much it for this episode. I really enjoy these interactive podcasts, how we can put polls up and all of you interact with us.
With that being said, if you want to stay tuned with any other future podcast interaction episodes that we'll have, we would recommend if you could follow us on our podcast Instagram. It's at The Quirky Cast. So you can stay updated with all the times that we either post these polls or questionnaires. Also, we've been putting up our podcast clips of our funniest moments on there. And those have been so fun to look back at and see.
Because honestly, I forget what we talk about and then we post them and I'm like, oh yeah, I talked about that.
I will literally watch it like 5 times too. I'm like the person that will watch my stuff back so many times as if like pretending that I'm seeing it for the first time. And they're just so fun to see.
Yeah.
And along with following us, we'd also love if you could give us a rating and review on our podcast. We do have a few reviews that we're so grateful for people already doing. So thanks for that.
Thank you all for watching. We will see you next week. And we are
The Quirky Cast. Bye.